adrenaline-pumping action. Every race night, we're bringing you live video coverage straight from the track, so you won't miss a single lap, pass, or photo finish. From non-wing warriors to cage karts, flat karts, and the A-class winged beasts, we've got it all. There's nothing like the roar of the engines, the smell of burning rubber, and the rush of dirt flying action right in front of you. So get to the track and experience it live. But if you can't make it, don't sweat. Extreme Sports has you covered. Buckle up, because this season is going to be fast, fierce, and unforgettable. Make sure you like and follow Extreme Sports on Facebook to get all the latest updates, and we will see you at the track. Get ready, basketball fans. It's time for high school basketball on Extreme Sports. Tonight's game promises buzzer beaters and deep threes. Don't blink, or you might miss the action. Now, let's send it courtside with Mike Will.
And hi again, everybody. Welcome to high school basketball coverage here tonight on Extreme Sports, where the Tiger Gym, Hastings High, getting set to take on the Vikings of Waverly. It's a girls-boys basketball doubleheader for us here tonight. Hastings coming in. The Tigers are at 4-15 in the season. They have lost 7 games in a row. The Tigers losing last week on the road at Elkhorn in the ball game we had here on Extreme Sports. Dropped one to Elkhorn by a score of 45-34. Last win for the Tigers was back on January the 11th when they knocked off Lexington here at home by the score of 39-20. The Tigers have dropped games since then to Aurora, to McCook, Gretna, Norris, to Bennington, to Northwest, and to Elkhorn. So Hastings coming in a mark of 4 wins and 15 losses on the season. Seeing the team tonight in Waverly, that's one of the top teams in the Class B. The Vikings are sitting at 15-3 on the season. They are coming off of a win the other night over Omaha Duchesne, winning by the score of 51-45. Their 3 losses this year have been to Blair, 50-48. They lost to Gretna East by the score of 45-43. And they lost to Bishop Neumann, 51-49. So it's 15-3 Waverly taking on 4-15 Hastings High here tonight in our first ball game. We'll have the boys game coming up later on, beginning at 7 o'clock this evening. As far as Waverly is concerned, it's a team averaging about 50 points per ball game on offense. They're giving up about 37 points per game on defense. One of the top players in Class B plays for Waverly, and that's Parker Christensen. She is averaging 16.9 points per ball game. She can do it all. She'll post up and score inside, and she can also hit the three-pointers. So the Tigers will have their hands full tonight with the Parker Christensen for Waverly as Hastings High gets ready to take on the Vikings here tonight. Had a chance to sit down with Hastings head coach Lance Creech. Spent a couple of minutes with Hastings head coach Lance Creech as the Tigers get ready to take on the Vikings of Waverly here tonight. Coach, 3 games left in the regular season. Waverly, Omaha Duchesne, and York. What's the message to the team as you kind of head to the home stretch here?
Well, Waverly and York are both in the top 10, and then I believe it was Friday or Saturday, Duchesne gave Waverly all they could handle, and lost by 5.
The team as you kind of head to the home stretch here.
Well, Waverly and York are both in the top 10, and then I believe it was Friday or Saturday, Duchesne gave Waverly all they could handle, and lost by 5 or 6. So, got 3 really good opponents left, and still, it sounds kind of odd to still be trying to find your groove or your right lineup, but man, with injuries and illnesses, and we haven't been able to be at full strength since Christmas, and coming out of Christmas, I thought we were doing pretty good. We got everybody back healthy. Then we had a couple dings. We had a dislocated finger, a lot of sickness, that just kind of knocked everybody out for about 10 days. So we'll finally have Sophia back tonight, which will be a welcome addition to the lineup. But, as far as just a matter of trying to get right, and I think, there's been spurts where we've done some really good things, but we just can't sustain it, so our sustainability and ability to make adjustments on the fly and just kind of things that, maybe I'm used to, we're just not capable of at this point. And so I've got to find a way to slow things down and make incremental changes and not wholesale changes and try and keep the girls all on the same page. But, they're trying, they're competing hard and they're doing everything that we ask of them at this point. So it's just a matter of, if we can maybe knock down some shots and keep our 2 or 3 best scorers on the floor without foul, trouble, or injury, I think we got a chance.
You got to feel like this team is improving as we go into this home stretch, Coach, but sometimes it doesn't translate into wins on the floor.
It does, and I've had several people tell me that, like you might be better than you think you are, but it's just not showing up on the scoreboard, and some people are happy with improvements that we've made, but it's hard to, as a coach, when you know how much time you put in. I'm not even talking about time in the summer. I'm talking about time the week after, I got hired, and we started with individual skill work and in the last spring and throughout the summer and throughout the fall. And then, you get to mid-February and a lot of coaches, most coaches are not very patient people, so you would like to see a little bit more out of your investment. But I do think the girls, as I watch film of some of our early games and then watch film to where we're at, our organization is getting better. Our understanding of what we need to get done on each possession is getting better. Just a matter of holding on to the basketball, and if we could take care of the basketball, the other night, Elkhorn, we're down 15-2 after the first quarter, and we lose by 11, had it cut to 6 at one point in the fourth quarter there, and but we had 23 turnovers and give up 18 offensive rebounds. So there's a lot of possessions when you're shooting 43%, which is one of our better shooting nights on the year. If we take a third of those, that's probably a game that we're going to win at the end. But again, like I said, we just can't get everything and everybody on the same page each night, but we're still trying.
It seems like any team that really pressures these guys in the backcourt, you have problems with. That was the case last Friday at Elkhorn.
Yeah, that is. And it's not, it's surprising as you say that as we go back and watch film. It's not necessarily turnovers, immediately in the backcourt. It's once we get across, we don't have a slowdown. We don't have a gear to where we can just kind of get it across and say, okay, now we're in our half-court sets in the front court and offense and do whatever we need to do. We continue to remain pressured, whether there's pressure there or not. We get sped up, and that's what, up tempo, and that's what pressure is supposed to do is, as far as that goes, they want to keep the pace and the tempo of the game. And that's why teams bring pressure, and we just played sped up most of the night, and until probably midway through the third quarter when we really started to kind of slow down and get our wits about us, and we made a nice push there, but it was just too little too late.
All right, so Waverly tonight, a team that's 15-3 on this season. What's the scouting report on this team?
Well, they're big and they're athletic and they're skilled. Other than that, they're not real good. They've got great size. The Christensen girl, number 23, she does a lot of really, really good things. She can shoot it, she can post it, she can put it on the floor. 2 or 3 dribbles, change directions with those dribbles. And she brings a lot of things on the defensive end as well. I think they're a team that rebounds it as a team very well. But they just have so many kids. The Christensen girls averaging 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. But then they go down to 10, and then it's a bunch of 8s and a bunch of 6s and a bunch of 5s, So it's one of those squads that I think on any given night somebody can go off and get 15 to 20, and that's kind of the scary part is you just don't know which one that's going to be. So, we're going to try and play a heavy dose of zone tonight, just try and keep the ball in front of us, and if we can rebound out of it, and make good decisions with the basketball on the offensive end, and just get quality shots. Instead of turnovers right now, we just need some quality shots, and that's what we're still striving for. So we'll see what we can get done tonight.
This is a team that averages about 50 points per ball game, so obviously you're going to have to put some points on the scoreboard tonight to stay with this team.
Yeah, and that's kind of been our Achilles heel, so to speak, is just consistently putting points up. And it seems like, if Ella or Lauren get 10 or 12, Kinsey's getting 6 or 7. And if Kinsey gets 15 or 16, the other two girls are getting 6 or 7. So we need everybody to really, our top 3 scores at least to give us 10 plus. And then, we've got to get some contributions from other folks too. So again, we think those things are coming, but it's not translating into wins at this point.
All right, Glenn.
Thanks, Mike.
Lance Creech, head coach for Hastings High. Stick around, we'll have more. You're listening to high school basketball on Extreme Sports.
Taking care of your teeth and gums is important to keeping a healthy smile, and that's where we come in. Dr. Corey Baumgartner of Baumgartner Family Dentistry will provide exceptional oral care services to both children and adults. They offer routine cleanings and screenings, emergency and scheduled surgical and cosmetic procedures, and a teeth whitening program to all of their patients. Whatever your dental care needs, Baumgartner Family Dentistry is there to help. New patients are welcome. Just call 402-462-6484 or stop in and see them at 2217 West 12th Street in Hastings.
Make sure you're ready for the winter driving season ahead with a stop at Connet Auto Care in Hastings. Let the experts look over your car or truck to make sure it's ready for the tough winter driving conditions ahead. They'll check your tires, antifreeze, belts, and hoses, plus anything else that may leave you stranded this winter. They also do brake repair, engine diagnostics and repairs, suspension work, and much more. Connet Auto Care, 212 North Lexington in Hastings.
The winter clearance sale is going on now at Gary Michaels Clothiers in Hastings and Kearney, with the entire men's and ladies' winter inventory at 50% off. For the guys, select half zips, vests, shorts, sport coats, shoes, and coats from 7 Diamonds, Tommy Bahama, Michael Kors, and Johnston & Murphy. For the gals, fine sweaters, pants, leggings, tops, and outerwear by True Luxe, Multiples, Charlie B, and Liverpool. And for that upcoming wedding or prom, remember Gary Michaels Clothiers, located on the Bricks in Kearney and in downtown Hastings.
If you experience heating problems this winter, call the experts at Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning of Hastings. Ruts is a locally owned family business with over 45 years of experience in the HVAC industry. They service all makes and models of heating and cooling equipment for both residential and commercial customers. You can trust Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning to complete all repairs, installations, and maintenance work on time. If you're shopping for a new air conditioner or heating system, remember Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning. Call 402-463-4853.
You are listening to Tiger Basketball on Extreme Sports.
All right, Mike Will back here at the Tiger Gym at Hastings High, getting sent for high school basketball coverage here tonight on Extreme Sports. The Tigers getting ready to tip things off against the Vikings of Waverly here tonight. Girls game is up first. Again, the Tigers sitting at 4-15 on the season. Hastings High has lost 7 games in a row. Waverly coming in a mark of 15 wins and 3 losses. Actually a busy night for high school basketball locally. All the teams are in action tonight. Hastings St. Cecilia is at home tonight as they're getting ready to take on the Crusaders of Grand Island Central Catholic. Adams Central is on the road tonight. The Patriots are playing out in Lexington. For the Adams Central boys, they're going to have to go without their leading scorer and leading rebounder, and Hunter Neppel, who is injured in the ball game on Tuesday at Minden. He will not play tonight. So the Patriots are going to be playing tonight against the Lexington Minutemen without their leading scorer and leading rebounder in the lineup here tonight. But we're focused on Hastings High and Waverly here tonight. We'll get you the starting lineups coming up here for Waverly. Again, their mark is sitting at 15 wins and 3 losses on the season. Before we get to the starting lineups, we're going to have the playing of the national anthem here by the Hastings High Tiger Marching Band. It's also Parents' Night here tonight, so in between games we'll have the parents of the squads being honored here by the Tiger administration. But right now, the playing of the national anthem. All right, the playing of the national anthem, getting set for basketball action here tonight. Hastings High and Waverly. Now we can get you the starting lineups for Waverly. Again, the Vikings coming in, one of the top teams in Class B. You'll find them in a lot of the top 10 polls statewide here this week. It'll be Kenna Kopman starting at one of the guards, 5'8". She is a junior. Kopman is averaging 5.3 points per ball game. Berkeley Lambrecht is a 5'9" senior. She is averaging 5.2 per game. Addison Harms is a 5'7" senior. Harms is averaging 9.7. Breeley King is a 5'11" senior. King is averaging 4 points per ball game, and then the monster inside is going to be Parker Christensen. She is a 6' senior, averaging 16.9 points per ball game. For the Tigers under head coach Lance Creech, Callie Schultz, a 5'7" senior, averaging about a point per ball game. Lauren Boughton is a 5'10" junior, averaging 4.7. Brooke Oshner is a 5'9" junior. She's averaging 2.9. Kenzie Nolette, a 5'8" senior. She is averaging 10 points per game. And Ella Tinsman, a 6'1" freshman. Tinsman is averaging 7.5 points and about 5.8 rebounds per game. Hastings High averaging 33 points per ball game on offense. They're giving up 44 points per game on defense. Waverly averaging 50 points per game on offense. They're giving up 37.2 on the defensive end. And again, thanks for joining us here on Extreme Sports. If you want a video feed, everything that's going on in the gym tonight, you can catch it on our mobile app or any of the social media sites, Facebook Live, on Twitch, on YouTube. You get a video feed as well as a Roku TV tonight. If you got the Roku TV app, you get a video feed of everything that's going on here at the Tiger Gym. But regardless of what you're watching us, thanks for joining us for Waverly and Hastings here tonight. There's a Kopman with the first shot of the ball game. It's going to be off the back iron, no good. Waverly saves the ball. They keep it in their end. Driving the baseline. The shot is up there. It's going to be no good by Lambrecht. Ball is loose again. How about another offensive rebound? Kopman has got the ball down here in the corner. Kopman brings it out here on the wing out of Harms. Gets it to the free throw line to Christensen. Dumps the ball down low to Kopman. Her shot is no good. The ball is still loose. How about a fourth try? A three-pointer thrown up there by Christensen is no good. Finally, Hastings High grabs the rebound after 4 shots there for Waverly on their opening possession. Lauren Boughton finally grabs the rebound for the Tigers. Down the near sideline, Nolette drives the ball to the hole and scores. Mackenzie Nolette scores here for Hastings High. And the Tigers go out on top. 2-0 here in this ball game. Hastings High will start off with a man-to-man defense here. They come across the top. That's Harms with the ball. Cranks up a 3. Her shot no good. Offensive rebound again to Cotman. She gives the ball away to Christensen. Her shot is no good, but a foul is going to be called here on Hastings High. Personal foul will go on the Tigers, and that's going to send Waverly to the free throw line. Christensen will go to the line here for Waverly. Her shot is up there. It's going to be good. So Waverly is on the board. The last personal foul went on Lauren Boughton. That's going to be her first foul. Team foul number 1 of the Tigers. Christensen will go back to the line. Her second one is up there. It's going to be good. So Parker Christensen hits a couple of free throws to tie up the score. Now here's where Hastings High has had some pressure this season. That's bringing the ball up against the full court pressure. And they turn the ball over on the first opportunity here. There's a shot from the outside. It's going to be no good. Boughton with a rebound. Harms misses the shot. Boughton got the rebound. She lost it, and it's picked up here by Cotman now for Waverly. Second turnover on Hastings High here in the ball game. Harms has got the ball, moves it down to Cotman on the wing. She throws it down in the corner down there. Lambrecht has got the ball back outside down to Harms. Across the top to a Cotman. Dribbles it to the elbow. Back outside down to Harms. Harms moves it down in the corner. A three-pointer put up there and in. A three-pointer by Berkeley Lambrecht. And it's now a 5-2 ball game. The Tigers are trailing in the contest. Hastings High facing the backcourt pressure here. Ella Tinsman with the ball. Down to a Brooke Oshner. Tigers still in backcourt. Oshner gets it across the midcourt stripe. They get it to Tinsman down to Boughton on the baseline left side. Boughton sends it into the lane. It's going to be tipped away from Nolette. Ball is loose. Nolette picks her up. Her shot's going to be blocked down. Tinsman grabs the ball and scores. Ella Tinsman picks up the loose ball and scores there for Hastings High. 5-4 is the score now. Waverly has got the lead. Here's a Cotman with the ball. Cotman brings it on the outside. They lob it on the high post there. It's going to be deflected away. It goes out of bounds. Trying to get the ball to Breeley King. It was deflected out of bounds, and it'll be Waverly inbounding the ball off of the far sideline. 5:17 to play here in the first quarter. 5-4 is the score. Waverly has got the lead. Waverly going to pound the ball inside here. That's a Lambrecht with the ball. And she is going to be, let's see, a traveling violation is going to be called. A jump ball is going to be called. Same difference. Hastings High will get it on the Waverly turnover. Turnover number 1 on the Vikings. Here comes Hastings High back with the ball. Nolette has got it now for the Tigers. Nolette comes out here in the three-point territory. It is a 5-4 ball game. Hastings High is trailing here in the ball game. Here's Lausch with the ball, just to the left side of the circle. Gets it out here to Sophia Reynolds, who is back into the lineup now for the Tigers after sitting out a couple of games with an injury. There's the ball deflected out of bounds, and it's going to be Hastings' ball. They will inbound baseline left side underneath their own basket, 5-4. Waverly has got the lead. They play it into Hayden Lausch. Lausch right side of the lane. 2 seconds on the shot clock. She throws up a shot, no good. Tinsman with a rebound. There's going to be a shot clock violation. The shot there by Lausch did not draw iron, so a shot clock violation here on the Tigers. Their third turnover of the ball game. 5-4 is the score. 4.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter of play. The Waverly Vikings, a shot taken from the far side by Lambrecht is going to be no good. And the rebound comes down here to Hastings High. The Tigers have got the ball back in their offensive end. Sophia Reynolds has got the ball. Reynolds gives it to a Nolette. She dribbles out here to the top of the key. Throws it to the far side now. Tinsman has got the ball. Down to the free throw line to Boughton. Drives it down the left side of the lane. The shot no good, and she's tied up on the rebound. That's a Kenna Cotman tying up Lauren Boughton, but the possession arrow is pointing in favor of Waverly. So it'll be Vikings ball. 3:56 to play here in the first quarter. 5-4 is the score. Waverly has got the lead. Annie Harms will bring the ball up now for the Vikings. Comes over here to Cotman. Cross-court pass goes to the far side. A three-pointer put up there and in. Annie Harms knocks down a three-pointer for Waverly. As now an 8-4 ball game. The Vikings have got the lead. Here's a Nolette getting away, or rather Sophia Reynolds getting away. She drives into the hole, and her shot is going to be blocked out of bounds there by Waverly. So Hastings High will play things in. Baseline left side underneath their own basket. 8-4. Waverly has got the lead first quarter, down to 3:31 to play. Here's Oshner getting inbound the ball. It's going to be tipped away from Tinsman. Ball is loose and picked up here by Kenna Kopman. Waverly has got the ball. They've got the 4-point lead early. 8-4 here in this ball game. They throw it down in the corner. Harms has got the ball back on the top to Kopman. Her shot for three-pointer is good. Kenna Kopman hits the three-pointer for Waverly. And it's now an 11-4 ball game. The Tigers fell behind 15-2 last Friday night at Elkhorn and really didn't recover. They got her back to within 6 late in the ball game, but that was a big mountain to climb. And now the Tigers are on the same course here. They're trailing in the first quarter 11-4. Last play was a turnover on Hastings High. It's going to be Waverly inbounding the ball off the far sideline. 4 turnovers on the Tigers here in the opening period. Kopman has got the ball now to Ava Amos, who's into the ball game. Here's Kopman now to Harms. Her three-pointers cranked up there, no good. Down for the rebound. The Tigers grab the ball. Ellen Tinsman will get it away now to Brooke Oshner, who comes into the forecourt to Sophia Reynolds. Reynolds feeds it over here on the left side. That's going to be a Nolette. Her pass into the lane is going to be intercepted. Turnover number 5 in the ball game for the Tigers. Lambrecht at the other end. Her shot's going to be no good. Hits the side of the glass and it goes out of bounds. It's going to be Hastings High ball. 2:32 to play here in the first quarter. 11-4 is the score. Waverly has got the lead over the Tigers. Hastings facing the backcourt pressure again. Tinsman with the ball, gets it to Sophia Reynolds, tries to dribble between a couple of defenders, and the ball is going to be picked off by Kopman. Her shot is going to be up there and in. Kopman now with 5 points in the ball game, and now Lance wants to call a timeout. Tigers with 6 turnovers here in the first quarter, mostly against that backcourt pressure, and Waverly has got a 9-point lead early. We'll take a break. Waverly 13, Hastings High 4. You're listening to high school basketball on Extreme Sports.
TLC Vet Care is pleased to serve Hastings and the surrounding area. The goal at TLC Vet Care is to provide you and your pets with the best veterinary experience possible. Everything from dentistry to surgery. They can also do x-rays, microchipping, vaccinations, wellness checks, nutritional counseling, behavior management, parasite prevention, spay, and neuter. Let Dr. Tammy Craig and Dr. Catherine Caston take care of your pets. Give them a call at 402-463-2899 or stop in to see them at 512 Eastside Boulevard in Hastings. We are here for you and your pet. TLC Vet Care of Hastings.
All right, back here at the Tiger Gym, 2:14 to play first quarter. 13-4, Waverly has got the lead. Hastings with the ball on their offensive end. Oshner has got it now. Oshner gets it out here to Reynolds, comes across the top. That's a Laux with the ball, tries to pound it inside, and another turnover. It's intercepted. Here come the Vikings back the other way, driving the ball in the hole. It's going to be McIntyre. He loses the ball, picked up by Lambrecht. Now back outside, the Tigers in the man-to-man defense. There's Christensen in the lane. Kicks it out here to McIntyre, to Christensen. Cross-court pass to Amos for 3. Her shot is no good. They save it from going out of bounds. There's a Christensen with the ball. Her 5-footer is up there and in. Parker Christensen scores for the Waverly Vikings. And it is now a 15-4 ball game. Waverly has got the lead. Hastings High with the ball here in backcourt. Here's a Nolette with the ball. Mackenzie Nolette back to the center of the floor to Ella Tinsman. Tinsman brings it across the midcourt stripe. Gets it to a Sophia Reynolds. Reynolds dribbles with the ball at the top of the three-point arc. Down to a Nolette. Nolette looking inside, can't drive it, so she sends it over to Laux over on the wing on the right side. Here's a Reynolds with the ball. Reynolds gives it now over here to a Mackenzie Nolette. Cross-court pass goes over to Laux. The ball poked away. Picked up by Oshner. She throws up a shot. It's going to be no good at the end of the shot clock. And a shot clock violation as that one did not draw iron. So it'll be a Waverly coming back the other way. 49 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Waverly has got the lead over Hastings High. It is 15-4 here. First game of 2 here tonight. Boys game is coming up at 7. Here's a Harms from the corner. Shot for 3 is good. Annie Harms goes up her second three-pointer right down through the hole. And Waverly now leads by the score of 18-4. There's a backcourt turnover again on the Tigers. Waverly has got the ball now with 19 seconds to go in the first quarter. The Vikings have dominated from the opening tap here. McIntyre with the ball, sends it down in the corner. Now back outside to Lambrecht, to Harms. Down in the right corner, a shot for three is going to be up there and in. Tatum McIntyre hits the three-pointer for Waverly. It's now a 21-4 ball game, and that's the way the first quarter is going to end. Waverly jumps on the Tigers early in this one. Waverly 21, Hastings High 4. You're listening to high school basketball on Extreme Sports.
Physical Therapy and Sports Rehab, 207 South Burlington, is the place for all your rehabilitation needs. PTSR offers a wide variety of services, including orthopedic, neurological, and sports injury rehabilitation. A certified hand specialist is available for the more delicate upper extremity injuries. Warm, aquatic therapy, and balance training is also available. PTSR has a strong industrial services division providing physical and functional capacity testing, as well as drug and alcohol screening. Please visit our website, ptsrhastings.com.
If you're planning to build a new home or add an addition to your existing one, trust the experts at Gangwish Construction. From general contracting, basement pouring, to bathroom remodeling, concrete work, and deck building, they handle it all with precision and care. They take pride in doing the job right the first time, every time. Contact Jeff today at 402-460-0013 and experience quality craftsmanship with Gangwish Construction.
You are listening to Tiger Basketball on Extreme Sports.
All right, play is back in here to start the second quarter. There's a pass out on top. Is going to be intercepted. Driving the ball to the rack there is going to be Lambrecht, and the Tigers come down with the rebound. So it is now a 21-4 ball game. Hastings High is trailing here in the contest. There's a shot by Oshner in the lane. It's going to be a no good. The ball ripped out there by the Vikings down the near sideline. Christensen with the ball now to Kottman. Out here to Annie Harms with the ball. She's in a couple of three-pointers in the ball game tonight. There's Christensen with the ball. Parker Christensen. She's the leading scorer on this team. Kottman on the wing. Lobs the ball back inside. It's Christensen wheeling in the lane. Her shot good. And she's fouled in the play. So Christensen gets the field goal there for Waverly. That makes the score now 23-4 in favor of Waverly. Lauren Boughton picks up the personal foul. That's going to be her second. Team foul number 1 of the Tigers here in the second period. And Parker Christensen will go to the free throw line. He's got 6 points in the ball game, averaging 16.9 on the season. Her free throw is going to be up there and in. And Waverly now is leading by the score of 24-4 here in the second quarter. So Waverly has dominated this basketball game. The Vikings, one of the top teams in Class B, sitting at 15-3 on the season. Nolette takes the ball down to the baseline. She can't go up with a shot. Now we got a toot of the whistle down there. And we got a foul called. That's going to go on Kenna Kottman. That's going to be her first foul. Team foul number 1 of the Vikings here in the second quarter. 6:41 to play. Hastings is trailing in the ball game by a score of 24-4. Nolette driving the ball to the basket. Her shot is up there and in. Mackenzie Nolette has got 4 points in the ball game. There's now a 24-6 contest. Waverly has got the lead. There's a pass that can be deflected into the near side, into the scorer's table. Laux had her hands on the ball. Couldn't control it. And now Kottman will inbound the ball for Waverly. Second quarter, 24-6. Waverly has got the lead. Here's a Harms with the ball. Far sideline to Lambrecht. Inside to Christensen. Christensen shot is up there and in. Parker Christensen scores around Ellen Tinsman. And it is now a 26-6 ball game here in the quarter number 2 Tigers being pressured here in backcourt. They get it across the midcourt stripe. Sophia Reynolds has got the ball. Reynolds to Hayden Laux. Moves it to Oshner here on the near side. Circles around, takes it to the free throw line. Ball poked away, picked up by Reynolds. Free throw line extended right side. Now she comes out into three-point territory. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Here's a Nolette driving the ball to the basket and scoring. Mackenzie Nolette from the left corner takes the ball to the goal and scores. And it's now a 26-8 ball game. Waverly has got the lead. Vikings come back with the ball. Lamprecht has got it out here. Picked up by Reynolds. Out here to a Kenneth Kopman. Kopman now to Harms. Harms thought about the three and passes it up. Harms puts it on the floor and now throws up that three-pointer. Shot's going to be no good. And a rebound comes down to Hastings. Sophia Reynolds back with the ball for the Tigers. All the way to the basket. Her shot's going to be blocked out of her hands, out of bounds. Hastings High will play things in. Piper Whitty coming into the ball game now for Hastings High. Brianna Campbell also coming in for the Tigers. 26-8 is the score. Waverly has got the lead. 5:05 to play here in the first half from the Tiger gym. There's a Piper Whitty with the ball for the Tigers. Down to a Sophia Reynolds out here in the three-point territory. Bounce pass. They get it inside to Tinsman. She mishandles the ball. She picks it up on the baseline. Tinsman gets it out here to a Reynolds. Down to 11 seconds in the shot clock. Here's Hastings working with the ball. Piper Whitty. Whitty's still out here in three-point territory. There's a Brianna Campbell with the ball. Takes it down on the baseline. Reynolds drives it. Her shot's going to be blocked down. Ball is recovered here by Tatum McIntyre. Into the forecourt now. McIntyre to a Kopman. Over here to Christensen for three. Shot is up there, no good. The ball tapped out of there. Oshner grabs the ball for the Tigers. Has it knocked loose. Oshner picks her back up. Oshner gets it to a Sophia Reynolds down the near sideline. Contact made, and we got a foul call down here. Ava Amos picking up the personal foul. That's going to be her first. That's going to be team foul number 2 on Waverly here in the second quarter. 26-8 is the score. Waverly has got the lead. Vikings jumped out to the 21-4 first quarter lead. There's a pass to the high post that's going to be intercepted. 10 turnovers now on the Tigers so far here in the ball game. Kopman comes back with the ball. Outside, that's a McIntyre. Thought about the three, passed it up, goes to Kopman on the wing. Her pass inside is going to be overthrown. It is loose on the baseline. It goes out of bounds. And it's going to be Hastings High ball. Turnover on Waverly. That's going to be their second of this ball game. 26-8 is the score. Tiger basketball coming your way tonight here on Extreme Sports. Boys game coming up at 7. Hastings St. Cecilia playing tonight at home against Grand Island Central Catholic. Adams Central on the road tonight. They're playing at Lexington. Driving the ball in the hole, it's going to be Reynolds. Her shot circles the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to a Piper Whitty, and now we've got a foul call down there. It's going to go on Waverly. It's going to go on McIntyre. That's going to be her first foul. Team foul number 3 on the Vikings. Hastings High in the first quarter hit 2 out of 7 shots, 29%. Waverly was 7 out of 15 for 47%. Hastings High did not attempt a three-pointer in that opening period. Meanwhile, Waverly was 5 out of 12. There's a Whitty driving the ball to the basket and scoring. Piper Whitty gets the field goal for Hastings High. It is now a 27-10 ball game. Rebounds, Waverly had 5 in the first quarter. Hastings High had 4. There's a Christensen in the lane. Her shot's going to be no good, and Hastings High comes out of there with a rebound. Emily Kratzer into the ball game. She got the rebound for the Tigers. Down to a Hayden Laux. There's a Campbell with the ball. Back outside. Laux has got it. Puts it on the floor. Dribbles to the wing on the right side. The ball is going to be poked away. It's brought down here by Ava Amos. That's the 11th turnover on the Tigers so far. Here's a McIntyre with the ball. McIntyre throws it down in the corner to Amos. Gets it down to the left baseline. And shot is up there and in. Berkeley Lambrecht scoring. She's got 5 points in the ball game. Waverly now leading Hastings High 28-10. And now we've got a timeout, Waverly. Timeout, Vikings, 2:43 to play in the second quarter. Waverly 28, Hastings High 10. You're listening to high school basketball on Extreme Sports.
Amy, what is your favorite Valentine's special we are offering this year?
Well, my favorite Valentine's special is the Lover Bundle this year. This features the classic dozen red roses arranged with stunning eucalyptus greens, bundled with a large, super soft Warmy Bear and our delicious Poppy Popcorn. Claire, what's your favorite special this year?
I love the Brume Era tumbler and flowers because who doesn't love a new tumbler? And it has flowers in it. And the candles we carry, I would definitely add one of those on.
Really, all of our specials are my favorite, and they're amazing this year. They are custom made in-house and can be viewed on our website.
Order your special Sweetheart Valentine flowers today. We are now accepting early orders. Call 402-462-2179, stop by, or visit www.bobsassflowers.com to order online. Say it with flowers from Bob Sass Flowers this Valentine's Day. Located at 2618 West 2nd Street in Hastings. Proudly serving Hastings since 1955.
All right, as we come back, Mackenzie Nolette driving the ball length to the floor and then draws a personal foul on Breedley King for Waverly. So it's going to be Nolette going to the free throw line for the Tigers. Their shot is up there. It's going to be no good. Nolette is a 55% foul shooter on the season. Hastings High as a team is hitting 55%. Tigers 33% from the field, 19% from three-point territory this year. Next shot by Mackenzie Nolette is going to be up there and in. So the Tigers are now trailing in the ball game by a score of 28-11. We're in the second quarter here from the Tiger Gym tonight. Christensen with the ball, dumps it down low, and a lot of traffic down there, and a foul is going to be called. They got the ball down to King. The foul is going to go on Brianna Campbell of Hastings High, and that's going to be her first non-shooting situation. That's the second team foul on the Tigers here in the second period. Harms will inbound the ball here for Waverly to Christensen. Powers her way to the goal. A shot no good. Down for the rebound. It's brought down here by Mackenzie Nolette for the Tigers, and a pass to the far side is mishandled there by Laux, and the ball goes out of bounds. Turnover number 11 in the ball game now for the Tigers. Approaching 2 minutes to play here in the first half, 28-11. Hastings High is trailing. Here's a Kopman with the ball. Kopman goes to Harms. Harms is going to drive the ball to the hole. Her shot is up there and in. Annie Harms has now got 8 points in the ball game for Waverly. And the Vikings go on top of Hastings High by a score of 30-11. Here's a Nolette with the ball. Down the near sideline. Gets it into the offensive zone here for the Tigers. Mackenzie Nolette back outside the ring. The Piper Whitty takes it down on the baseline. Her little runner is up there. It's going to be no good. Christensen with a rebound for Waverly. Now to Lambrecht down the far sideline. 90 seconds to play here in the second quarter. 30-11. Waverly has got the lead. Tigers staying with their man-to-man defense. Christensen has got it to Annie Harms. Harms is going to drive the ball down the left side of the lane. Her shot is up there, no good. Offensive rebound, follow shot good. Breedley King scoring there for Waverly. And the Vikings are out on top of Hastings now by a score of 32-11 as they keep their foot on the gas here in the second quarter with a minute to play until halftime. Here's a Piper Whitty with the ball. Whitty dribbling with it out here. Comes across the top. That's a Kratzer with it now. Kratzer to Laux. 200 pass out on top to Piper Whitty. The ball poked loose. Whitty picks her back up. Sends her down in the corner. Pass inside is going to be deflected away from Campbell. And Hastings will play things in. Tinsman coming back into the ball game. It's Sophia Reynolds coming into the ball game as well for Hastings head coach Lance Creech. Rick Oshner also coming back in there. 43 seconds to play, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Nolette driving the ball underneath the basket. Nolette from the corner now throws up a shot. It's going to be a no good. Rebound brought down here by a Waverly. That's going to be a Tatum McIntyre with the ball. McIntyre gets the ball away to Kenneth Kopman. Comes into the forecourt. Amos with it now here at the top of the circle. Amos gives the ball away. That's a Breedley King. That's a Kopman dribbling the ball toward the hole. Stops, throws it back out to Christensen, top of the key. Left wing to McIntyre. Moves to her right. Fires up a three-pointer. Air ball no good. Christensen tries to save it from going out of bounds. She can't get to it. And Hastings High will inbound the ball with 7.8 seconds to play here in the second quarter. 32-11. Hastings High is trailing here in the ball game. Here's Reynolds with the ball. Reynolds moves it to the center of the floor, goes over to Oshner, and she just throws something up there at the end of the second quarter. It's going to be short, and that's the end of the first half of play. All Waverly here in the ball game so far. The Vikings have the lead over Hastings High at the break, and score is Waverly 32, Hastings High 11. You're listening to high school basketball on Extreme Sports.
Physical Therapy and Sports Rehab of Hastings is the trusted name in sports injury management. The staff of PTSR provides up-to-date and efficient care of sports-related injuries, returning athletes quickly and safely back to the playing field. PTSR offers free evaluation of all sports-related injuries to all area athletes during convenient 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. hours Monday through Friday. Call 402-462-8824 for more information. Remember, Physical Therapy and Sports Rehab of Hastings for all your physical and occupational therapy needs.
Love is in bloom. Show your Valentine love and appreciation this Valentine's Day with flowers from Bob Sass Flowers. Whether it's the classic red roses, elegant lilies, or an in-house custom design, we have the perfect arrangement to make hearts flutter. We offer fresh, high-quality flowers, same-day delivery, and special Valentine's bundles. Order now and make this Valentine's Day unforgettable. Call 402-462-2179 or visit bobsassflowers.com to place your order. Located at 2618 West 2nd Street, serving Hastings since 1955.
Physical Therapy and Sports Rehab of Hastings is the trusted name in sports injury management. The staff of PTSR provides up-to-date and efficient care of sports-related injuries, returning athletes quickly and safely back to the playing field. PTSR offers free evaluation of all sports-related injuries to all area athletes during convenient.
I'm John Butler, funeral director and owner at Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the advanced funeral planning specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
Extreme Sports has been bringing you the exclusive home of Hastings College Athletics, and we're just getting started. Thanks to our incredible sponsors and your support, Extreme Sports 2 has been a huge success. And now we're excited to announce the launch of Extreme Sports 3. With Extreme Sports 3, you'll get even more local sports coverage. Plus, 24/7 access to Sports by Line, where you'll hear the best in national sports talk. Whether it's Hastings College, high school action, or the latest from around the sports world, we've got it covered across all three streams. And don't forget, when we're not broadcasting games, join us weekday mornings from 7 to 8 a.m. for Huddle Up with Mike Will and Tyson Havronik. It's the perfect way to start your day with sports, news, weather, and great local interviews. So tune in, check out all three streams, and stay with us for even more sports coverage coming soon. Thank you to our sponsors for making it all possible, and to you, our listeners, for keeping Extreme Sports strong. Coming soon. Thank you to our sponsors for making it all possible, and to you, our listeners, for keeping Extreme Sports strong.
You are listening to Tiger Basketball on Extreme Sports.
All right, Mike Will, Jane Shaw back here at the Tiger Gym. All Waverly here in the first half of our girls high school basketball game tonight. Waverly leading Hastings at the break. It is 32-11. Waverly led at the end of the first quarter, 21-4. Tigers' turnovers have been a problem all season long, and it's the same story here tonight. 10 turnovers unofficially in the basketball game for the Tigers, and Hastings is trailing 32-11 here at halftime. That's some scoring for you. The Tigers so far in this ball game, they got 7 points in the first half from Mackenzie Nolet. She has hit 3 field goals. She is 1 out of 2 from the free throw line. Ellen Tinsman has got a field goal and 2 points, and Piper Whitty has got a field goal for 2. That is it for Hastings High. Nolet's free throws, the only charity tosses that we have had in the first 2 quarters of play. Leading the way for Waverly so far is Parker Christensen. Christensen's got 3 field goals, and she is 3 out of 3 from the free throw line. She's got 9 points. Annie Harms has knocked down 2 3-pointers. Then she's got a 2-point field goal. She's got 8 points here in the first half. Kenneth Kottman has got a 3 and a 2. She's got 5 points. Berkeley Lambrecht has got a 3 and a 2. She's got 5 points. Tatum McIntyre has got a 3-pointer for 3. Breeley King has got a field goal and 2 points. Waverly is 3 out of 3 from the free throw line. 32-11 is the score here. Hastings High trailing the Vikings of Waverly. Shooting numbers are in the ball game. Hastings is hitting 36% from the field tonight, 5 out of 14. Tigers were 2 out of 7 in the first quarter and 3 out of 7 in the second. So Hastings looking at 5 out of 14 from the floor, 36%. Waverly hit 7 out of 15 shots in the first quarter, 5 out of 12 in the second quarter. So the Vikings 12 out of 27 here from the field after the first 2 quarters. That's 44%. 3-pointers, the Tigers 0 out of 1. Waverly 6 out of 14. Vikings are hitting at a clip of about 43%. From the free throw line, Hastings High 1 out of 2. Waverly is 3 out of 3. The rebounds are dead even at 10 apiece. Hastings High has got 2 offensive rebounds and 8 on defense. Waverly has got 6 offensive rebounds and 4 on defense. Tigers have been hit by 12 turnovers so far in the basketball game. Waverly has got just 2 turnovers. Hastings High with no steals in the ball game. Waverly has got 9 steals. No block shots for the Tigers. Waverly has already got 4 block shots here in the first half, so we're sitting at 32-11 as Waverly has got the lead over Hastings High. Nothing tomorrow night here on Extreme Sports as far as basketball action is concerned. Saturday going to be a big day. We'll be at the Osborne Sports Complex, Lynn Farrell Arena. Northwestern going to be in town. A team out of Orange City, Iowa to take on Hastings in a men's basketball doubleheader. Women's game will be at 2 on Saturday. Men's game will be at 3:45. We'll have the action here on Extreme Sports. 32-11 is our score. Waverly has got the lead over Hastings High. We've got the second half coming up. You're listening to Tiger Basketball.
5 Points Bank has been proudly serving the Tri-City area for decades, and we are continuously finding ways to make your banking experience easy and enjoyable. We offer the best of both worlds with kind and welcoming employees in the bank while creating a strong online presence to accommodate your busy lifestyle. Our innovative technology adds layers of security while being easily accessible to all age groups. Stop into the Better Bank to learn more today.
Did you know that one of the most important financial protections that you can provide for your family is to have a will? Stellick Law Firm in Grand Island can help you provide and make your last wishes known when your family is at its most vulnerable time. Call Stellick Law Firm today to get your estate plan completed. Stellick Law Firm is located in Grand Island, and you may call us at 308-681-8255 675-4035 to get your estate plan started today. Stellick Law Firm. Let us be your voice.
Beck's is the largest family-owned retail seed company in the United States and is dedicated to the needs and profitability of America's farmers. This is Sustainable Seed Solutions, your local Beck's dealer. Did you know that Beck's is the only company with access to every approved trait in the U.S.? This advantage allows us to remove the bias from sales and focus on what's best for farmers. For more information, call 402-751-0091 or find us at sustainableseedsolutions.com. Beck's would like to wish all area teams the best of luck this season.
You are listening to Tiger Basketball on Extreme Sports.
Hi, Mike Will, Gene Shaw back here at the Tiger Gym. All Waverly here in this one as the Vikings jumped out to a 21-4 first quarter lead. Tigers did put 7 points on the board in the second period. They were outscored by Waverly 11-7. So the Tigers have a mountain to climb here in the second half. It is 32-11. Waverly has got the lead. Parker Christensen leading the way for the Vikings. He's got 9 points in the ball game. Mackenzie Nolet has got 7 for the Tigers. It'll be Waverly inbounding the ball first to begin the second half of play. They'll shoot to our basket to our left, and the third quarter is underway. Here's a Kenneth Kopman with the ball. Now to Christensen. Drives it underneath the hole and throws it down in the left corner now. Dribbling with the basketball down there is going to be Annie Harms. Brings it out here in the three-point territory. Christensen out of Harms. Annie Harms dribbling with the ball. Goes over on the wing on the right side. That's going to be Kenneth Kopman. Lobs the ball inside to Christensen. Back outside now. Harms takes the ball down the lane. Her shot circles the rim. No good. Rebound comes down to Kopman. An offensive board there for Waverly. Annie Harms with the ball. Out to Christensen. Inside here to King, and her shot is up there. It's going to be no good. She gets her own rebound, goes back up, and her shot no good. Rebound comes down to Tinsman for Hastings High. And now we got a whistle back here. And a foul is going to be called here. Here, wait a minute. We got Lauren Boutenoff to come out of the ball game. She got hit in the schnoz. She's going to come to the sideline. Coming in there now for the Tigers will be Sophia Reynolds. Hastings High will inbound the ball. Just underway here in the second half. 32-11. Hastings High is trailing. Here's Mackenzie Nolet with the ball. Nolet takes it down the right sideline, brings it into the offensive end. Hayden Louch has got it now here on the near sideline. Bounce pass down to a Reynolds. Back out to a Louch out here. Louch puts it on the floor. Dribbles out here in the three-point territory. Mackenzie Nolet around the screen. Drives it all the way to the hole. Her shot is up there. No good. And the ball goes out of bounds and is going to be Hastings' ball. The Tigers will inbound here. Baseline left side underneath their own basket. 6:46 to play. Here in the third quarter, 32-11. Waverly has got the lead. The Vikings looking for their 16th win of the season here tonight. Tigers looking to break a 7-game losing streak. Here's a Nolet driving the ball in the hole. Her shot is going to be up there, no good, and a shot clock violation on the Tigers. 13 turnovers now on Hastings High. It's going to be a Waverly inbounding the ball here in backcourt. 6.5 to go. It's Waverly leading Hastings by the score at 32-11. Kenneth Kopman has got the ball. Now to a Christensen on a high post. Dribbles it down the right side of the lane. Her shot is going to be up there, no good. Rebound Kopman. Now to Christensen. Outside to Harms. Harms for 3. Shot good. Annie Harms hits the three-pointer from the outside. She's hit 3 of those tonight. She's got 11 points in the ball game. And now it's a 35-11 contest here in period number 3. Hastings High will bring the ball up here. This is Sophia Reynolds with the ball. Takes it all the way down to the baseline. Now they get it to a Nolette. Her shot in the lane is going to be no good. Misses from point blank range, and a rebound comes down to Parker Christensen. Christensen hops into the lane, kicks her back out here to Lambrecht. Her shot is no good. Ball chased down by Kottman in the corner, but it goes out of bounds, and Hastings High will play things in. 35-11. Waverly has got the lead. Coming into the ball game now is Hallie Schultz for Hastings High. Schultz will come in, and going out is going to be Hayden Laux. 2 minutes into the third quarter, 35-11. Waverly with the lead here. As the ball is going to be tipped out of bounds. As Hastings High was bringing the ball up the floor here. Tigers will inbound off of the far sideline. They get it to Sophia Reynolds. Waverly still under man-to-man defense. On the wing, that's going to be Nolette with the ball. Her pass comes over to Oshner. Drives around a defender, and now a foul is going to be called here. Breeley King is going to be guilty of the foul. Oshner took it right around her. And Breeley King is going to commit the personal foul. So 2 fouls now on King. Non-shooting violation for the Tigers, so they'll play things in. Oshner with the ball deep in the right corner. Trying to center back inside. It's going to be tipped away from Tinsman. Turnover number 14 in the ball game for the Tigers. Pass down the near sideline. He threw it too far. It's out of bounds. Trying to get it to the streaking Annie Harms down the near sideline for Waverly. And they threw it too far, out of bounds. Turnover number 3 in the ball game now for Hastings High. 35-11 is the score. There's a Piper Whitty with the ball. Piper Whitty across the midcourt stripe. There's a Sophia Reynolds. Reynolds comes over here to a Hallie Schultz. Dribbles into the top of the key. Down to a Piper Whitty. Far sideline to Mackenzie Nolette. Gets it out here between the circles now to Reynolds again. 10 seconds in the shot clock. Piper Whitty on the far sideline. Piper comes out here to a Schultz. Sends it inside to Tinsman. Her shot's going to be up there. It's good, and she's fouled in the play. Ella Tinsman gets the field goal and one. She's fouled in the play here by Parker Christensen. So the Tigers get a field goal there from Tinsman, and now she'll go to the free throw line. They're trying to make this a three-point play. 35-13 now. Hastings High trailing. Tinsman is 65% foul shooter, and her shot is up there. It's going to be good. Tigers now 2 out of 3 on the free throws here in the ball game. 35-14. Waverly has got the lead. Just by the 5-minute mark here in the third quarter from the Tiger Gym. Christensen with the ball. Jump pass out here to Harms for 3. Shot good. Annie Harms on fire tonight. She's got 14 points in the basketball game for Waverly. And it's now a 38-14 ball game. Piper Whitty's pass is going to be intercepted. Turnover number 15 in the ball game. There's a shot by Kottman, no good. Ball chased down by Harms. Keeps it alive here for Waverly. Harms gets it back. Another three-pointer, good. Annie Harms now with 17 points in the basketball game for Waverly. 41-14. Hastings High trailing here in the ball game. Sophia Reynolds with the ball. Working with it here in backcourt. Nolette has got it. No. We've got a timeout, Hastings. So a timeout by the Tigers. 4 minutes and 12 seconds to play here in the third quarter. We'll take a break with the score. Waverly 41. Hastings High 14. You're listening to Tiger Basketball.
Family Medical Center of Hastings is the place to go for all your healthcare needs. Their team is trained to treat the whole person regardless of age. They provide a wide range of medical care, including acute care, routine health screenings, and treatment of chronic conditions. They're dedicated to providing you with the best care in the most cost-effective manner. Family Medical Center, as an independent clinic, has served the community for over 65 years. Your family's home for healthcare. 1021 West 14th Street. Proud to support all area student athletes.
You are listening to Tiger Basketball on Extreme Sports.
Mike Well, Gene Shaw back here at the Tiger Gym. It's been all Waverly here tonight. Vikings jumped out to a 21-4 first quarter lead. And now we got a 41-14 advantage. We're in quarter number 3 here tonight. Piper Woody with the ball, comes over here on the wing. That's Reynolds with it. Now takes it into the paint. Reynolds has to get rid of it. She does. Piper Woody has got the ball. Now to the top of the key. The ball poked away from Nolet. Picked up here by Waverly, coming back the other way. That's Amos, and she can be fouled in the play. Woody coming from behind picks up the personal foul. That's going to be her first. Team foul number 1 of the Tigers here in the third quarter. Going to the free throw line will be Ava Amos. They shoot 2 shots here. First one is going to be up there. It's down through the hole. It is good. Amos will get another one. She's averaging 3.5 on the season. Waverly now 4 out of 4 from the free throw line in this ball game. As Ava Amos will have one more. Brooke Oshner coming into the ball game for Hastings High. Also coming in will be Brianna Campbell. 3:47 to play here in the third quarter. Waverly looking for their 16th win of the season here tonight. The Tigers looking to break a 7-game losing streak. Next shot is up there. It's going to be no good. Ball brought down here by Oshner of Hastings High to Sophia Reynolds across the midcourt stripe, dribbling with her right hand. Comes over here to Hayden Laux. Now to Oshner. Brings it up high out here in three-point territory. Down in the corner. Laux has got it. Now to Oshner. Entry pass. Boughton grabs it. Double teamed, and Boughton is going to be tied up in the play. Jump ball is going to be called. Possession arrow pointing in favor of the Tigers, so we'll stay right here. Hastings High will inbound the ball, baseline left side underneath their own basket. 3:23 to go. Third quarter, 42-14. Hastings High trailing here in the ball game. There's a Reynolds taking the ball to the rack. Her shot's going to be blocked down by Christensen. And the ball recovered by Waverly. Vikings have the ball as we approach 3 minutes to play here in quarter number 3. Amos with the ball around the screen, moves it back to the center of the floor. That's Harms with it now. Annie Harms, who's leading the way so far tonight. She's got 17 points in the game. Harms down the lane. Her shot is up there and in. Annie Harms on a runner down the lane. She scores for Waverly. And it's now a 44-14 ball game. Hastings High down by 30 points for the first time here in the third quarter. Tigers have the ball. Here's a Reynolds to the far sideline. A three-pointer's thrown up there, no good by Brooke Oshner. Ball goes out of bounds. And it's going to be Waverly ball. So the Vikings will bring the ball here. Back up the floor. 44-14 is the score. Waverly has got the lead. Annie Harms will bring the ball. Walks the ball into the offensive zone here for the Vikings. Harms gets it to the top of the key. There's a three-pointer thrown up there. It's going to be in and out, no good. Offensive rebound. Foul shot is up and in. Berkeley Lambrecht scoring there. She's now got 8 points in the ball game. There's Oshner again in backcourt. Gets the ball to Reynolds, and a foul is going to be called back here. That's going to go on Annie Harms of Waverly. That's going to be her first foul. That's going to be team foul number 3 on Waverly here in period number 3. Non-shooting situation is going to be Hastings High inbounding the ball off of the far sideline. Waverly has got the lead here in this one, 46-14. There's a runner in the lane. It's not going to draw iron, and it goes out of bounds. Oshner taking the ball down the lane there for the Tigers. That's going to be a turnover on the Hastings High. 46-14. Waverly has got the lead. There's a feed inside. It's going to be off the fingertips of King. That's going to go out of bounds, and that will be a turnover on Waverly. I've got the Vikings now with 4 turnovers. Hastings High with 17. And now Lance wants to call a timeout. Hastings High will call a timeout here with 1:41 to play in the third quarter. Is Waverly 46, Hastings High 14. You're listening to high school basketball on Extreme Sports.
At Reuter Auction and Realty, we are land brokers and equipment auctioneers. Our company is deeply rooted in agriculture, and we realize that farm and ranch assets are serious business. We are an integrity-based organization which has evolved into over 55 years of service to Nebraska and northern Kansas. Consult with one of our 12 agents today if it's time to sell your family's land and assets. Call us today for a no-obligation consultation at 402-463-8565 or go to reuterauction.com.
You are listening to Tiger Basketball on Extreme Sports.
All right, as we come back, Hayden Laux loses the ball out of bounds there for Hastings High. A turnover. Waverly gets the ball. And now Waverly wants to call a timeout. All right, so the Vikings want to call a TO here. 1 minute and 33 seconds to play in the third quarter. It's Waverly 46, Hastings High 14 on Extreme Sports.
At Sustainable Seed Solutions, your area Bex dealer, we're dedicated to serving area farmers by delivering the industry's most diverse product lineup, backed by personalized service and agronomic support. From localized recommendations to product selection and weed management insights, we are proud to put on our boots and walk side by side with you every season. Good luck to all area teams this season. Contact Sustainable Seed Solutions, your area Bex dealer, at 402-751-0089 for more information, or find us on the web at sustainableseedsolutions.com.
You are listening to Tiger Basketball on Extreme Sports.
All right, Waverly has got the ball, and they try to drive it down the lane. They lose possession of that. It goes out of bounds. Turnover number 5 in the ball game for Waverly. Hastings High has got 17. Tigers still battling here in backcourt. Osner with the ball. Now it's knocked loose. Right into the hands of Laux as he brings it into the offensive zone with a pass to Campbell. Down to Brooke Osner. 46-14. Hastings High trailing the ball game. Here's Laux with the ball. Laux goes over to Osner on the high left side. Around the screen. Drives it down the lane. Her shot's going to be up there. No good. Boughton had the rebound. She lost it. It's picked up now by Carson Fink, who's into the ball game for Waverly. 54 seconds to play in the third quarter. Waverly with the lead over Hastings, 46-14. Here's a Cotman. She drops the ball down low to Lamprecht. She goes up with a shot. It's going to be blocked out of her hands, and it'll be Waverly playing things in. 19 left in the shot clock. Waverly will play it in. Baseline right side underneath their own basket. Waverly looking to get it in. They do in the corner. That's a Fink with the ball. Fink gets it to Kenneth Cotman. 200 pass out between the circles now. That's Amos with the ball. Amos now to Cotman. 5 seconds in the shot clock. Here's Amos with the ball. Her pass into the lane is going to be grabbed there. And a shot by Brickley. Lamprecht is going to be good. Lamprecht scores. It's now a 48-14 ball game. Waverly with the lead. Hastings High back with the ball, back at their other end. Brianna Campbell's going to give the ball away. That's going to be Schultz with it now. To Osner, hammers the ball back inside to Campbell, and the ball poked away from her. Getting her hands on it there was Briley King. Hastings will play things in. 4 seconds to play. Shot clock is shut off now with 4 seconds on the clock here in the third. They get things into Boughton, takes the ball into the paint. Ball jerked out of her hands, and that's the end of the third quarter. Turnover number 18 in the ball game is Lauren Boughton. Has that one fall out of her hands. 3 quarters in the books tonight. Girls high school basketball on Extreme Sports. It is Waverly 48, Hastings 14. You're listening to high school basketball on Extreme Sports.
At Reuter Auction and Realty, we are land brokers and equipment auctioneers. Our company is deeply rooted in agriculture, and we realize that farm and ranch assets are serious business. We are an integrity-based organization which has evolved into over 55 years of service to Nebraska and northern Kansas. Consult with one of our 12 agents today if it's time to sell your family's land and assets. Call us today for a no-obligation consultation at 402-463-8565 or go to reuterauction.com.
You are listening to Tiger Basketball on Extreme Sports.
All right, Mike Will, Gene Shaw back here at the Tiger Gym as we look to go to the fourth quarter here tonight. 48-14 is the score. Waverly Vikings have the lead over Hastings High. Waverly took control of this game early, got to a 21-4 first quarter lead. Led at halftime 32-11, and now they lead 48-14 after 3 quarters. There's a pass down low that's going to be lost out of bounds and a turnover on Waverly. That is their 6th of the ball game. Hastings High will come back into their offensive end here. Tigers looking to break a 7-game losing streak in this ball game here tonight. There's Nolette driving the ball in the hole. Her shot's going to be up there, no good. Rebound comes down to Christensen. She's going to be tied up on the play, a jump ball, and the arrow pointing in favor of Hastings High. Waverly looking for their 16th win of the season tonight. They're currently 15-3. And included in the top 10 a lot of the Metro newspapers in Class B girls basketball. Here's Oshner with the ball. Comes out inside the free throw circle to Nolette. Now to Boughton for 3. Shot is up there, no good. Long rebound is brought down here by Waverly. McIntyre credited with a rebound. Into the forecourt now. That's a record with the ball. She tries to drive it and loses control. It goes out of bounds. And now we've got a timeout called by Waverly. I don't know if that's before or after Haley Record lost the ball out of bounds or had it tipped out of her hands. Regardless, Waverly will get a timeout here. 7:16 to play in the game. Waverly 48, Hastings High 14 on Extreme Sports.
It may be too cold to play a round of golf at the Southern Hills Golf Course in Hastings, but you can still enjoy their newly remodeled clubhouse. Relax and enjoy your favorite beverages and catch all the sporting events on one of the big screen TVs. Plus, there's plenty of food available too, including pizza, appetizers, burgers, and a Philly cheesesteak. Be watching for other club activities throughout the winter. Don't forget to book the clubhouse for that special event. Call the clubhouse at 402-463-8006 or go online at southernhillshastings.com.
You are listening to Tiger Basketball on Extreme Sports.
This sound is processed by Stereo Tool. Go to stereotool.com.
All right, back here on Extreme Sports, there's a pass inside. Christensen dumps the ball down low. A shot up there by Weatherwax. It's going to be no good. Rebound comes down to Hastings High. So Chelsea Weatherwax now into the ball game for Waverly with a big lead here in this fourth quarter. 48-14 is the score. Nolette with the ball out to Oshner for 3. Shot is up there off of the back iron, no good. Harms comes down with the rebound now for Waverly. Harms will bring it across the midcourt stripe. Right-handed dribble. She works out on top now. Harms comes over here to Christensen at the top of the key. Drives it down the lane. Her shot's going to be blocked out of her hands. Out of bounds by Lauren Boughton. So a block there for the Tigers. Piper Whitty coming into the ball game now for Hastings High. Sophia Reynolds to check in. Oshner will come to the bench. Also, Schultz will come to the bench for Hastings head coach Lance Creech. 6:26 to play here in the fourth quarter. There's a shot put up there by Weatherwax right in front of the hole. It's going to be no good. Rebound comes down to Boughton for Hastings High. Boughton now to a Reynolds into the forecourt. There's a feed over here to Piper Whitty. Circles around, drives it down the lane. Her runner's up there, no good. Rebound comes down to Christensen now. for Waverly. Parker Christensen down the right sideline, brings it back to the center of the floor. Leaves it out here to Decker. Decker gets the ball here to Annie Harms, who drops the ball down to the left baseline. Driving for the goal there is going to be McIntyre. It's no good. Hastings grabs the rebound and comes back the other way. Mackenzie Nolette is going to get the field goal for Hastings. Nolette now with 9 points in the ball game, 48-16. Hastings High is trailing the ball game, 5.5 to go. Here's a McIntyre. She lets it fly from 3. The shot no good. She gets her own rebound. McIntyre then has it knocked out of her hands, out of bounds, and it's going to be Waverly inbounding the ball. Brianna Campbell comes into the ball game for Hastings High. Campbell comes in. Lauren Boughton will check out. Also coming into the ball game for Waverly is going to be Carson Fink. 48-16 is the score. Hastings High trailing here in this one. McIntyre with the ball, gets it inside to Weatherwax. She wheels on the baseline. Her shot's going to be no good, but a foul is going to be called here on Hastings High. Ellen Tinsman picking up the foul. That's going to be her first. Team foul number 1 on the Tigers here in the fourth quarter. Going to the free throw line will be Chelsea Weatherwax. Her shot is up there. It's going to be good. That's her first point of the night. Tigers hit only 1 out of 6 shots in the third quarter, 17%. Waverly was 6 out of 11 for 55%. Weatherwax hits the second free throw. And it's now 50-16 here in the ball game. Hastings High with the ball. Here's a Reynolds, takes the ball down the lane, and now she's going to be pushed here, and a foul is going to go on Waverly. Tatum McIntyre, that's going to be her second. Hastings High now for the game, hitting 6 out of 20 from the field, 30%. Waverly is 18 out of 38 for 47%. Tigers have the ball here. There's a Nolette underneath the hole. Gets it out to Campbell, who gives the ball away. Reynolds now to Boughton. Her shot is up and in. Lauren Boughton hits the field goal for the Tigers. It's now a 50-18 ball game. 4 minutes and 39 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter from the Jungle here tonight. Here's a Fink with the ball. Lobs it out here in the three-point territory. Ball being poked around. Scramble is on. We've got a jump ball called. And the arrow is going to be pointing in favor of Waverly. So the Vikings will play things in. Coming into the ball game now for Hastings High will be Emily Kratzer. Kratzer comes in. Brianna Campbell goes out. 4:24 to play here in the fourth quarter. 50-18. Hastings High is trailing in the ball game. There's a ball that's going to be taken away by the Tigers. A 7 turnover now in Waverly in the ball game. Hastings High comes back on the offensive end and turns over for the 14th time. Waverly has got the ball. Weatherwax has got it now. There's a shot deflected away. Weatherwax grabs it back. Then she loses the ball to a Sophia Reynolds. Brings it back 2-on-1. Stops in the lane. Goes up with a shot. No good. Reynolds grabs the rebound. Keeps it alive. Boughton for 3. Her shot's going to be up there. No good. Ball on the tip down again. It's still loose. Finally picked up there. Nolette's shot is going to be no good. Rebound is brought down here by Weatherwax. 3 shots to the hole there for the Tigers. They couldn't convert. Still a 50-18 ball game. Hastings High is trailing here in the contest. There's Ava Amos with the ball out here in three-point territory. Amos drives it toward the goal. Her shot is up there and rolls off no good. Rebound comes down to Hastings High. Mackenzie Nolette with a rebound. Gets it away here to Sophia Reynolds. Now inside, that's Nolette. Throws it down on the baseline to Boughton. Her shot from 10 is an air ball. Rebound goes out of bounds. The officials look at one another. They're going to give the ball to Waverly. Nope, they're going to give the ball to Hastings High, so the Tigers will stay here. They'll inbound the ball. That's going to be Reynolds with it now. Reynolds will get it in to Lauren Boughton at the elbow, left side of the lane. The ball is going to be poked loose Scramble is on. 3 players in the deck coming out with the ball. There's going to be a Kratzer for Hastings High. 2:50 to play here in the third quarter. Tigers down by a bunch, 50-18. There's a pass that's going to be intercepted. Intercepted by Waverly. It's turnover number 20 in the ball game for Hastings High. A long pass down the left side of the lane. They get over here to Hoos. Now back outside for 3. The shot is up there. It's going to be no good. Shot taken by Haley Rucker, who's into the ball game now for Mount Marty. It's going to be for Waverly. Here's Reynolds with the ball down the left side of the lane. Schultz has got it. They move it over to Oshner. Free throw line extended into Boughton. She's going to be surrounded in the play, and a foul is going to be called here. It's going to go on to Carson Fink. That's going to be her first personal foul. End of the ball game now will be Ella Tinsman for Hastings High. Tigers will inbound baseline left side underneath their own basket. Reynolds will get things in. That's Oshner. The ball partially deflected. Scramble is on. It's going to be picked up here. Tigers have the ball. That's Reynolds coming out of there with the ball. Gets it into a Tinsman. Back around to the right baseline. A jumper is up there by Oshner. It's going to be no good. Fink comes down with the rebound for Waverly. The Vikings back the other way. 50-18 is the score. Rucker drives the ball to the goal, and a whistle stops play, and a foul is going to be called here on Oshner. Brooke Oshner picks up her first, team foul number 2 on the Tigers here in the fourth quarter. Haley Rucker goes to the free throw line now for Waverly. Her shot is up there and in. Rucker is averaging 2.5 points per ball game so far this season. 51-18 is the score. And Waverly led at halftime 32-11. Next shot is up there. It's going to be off of the mark. No good by Haley Rucker. Now Hastings High has got the ball. Mackenzie Nolette works the ball into the paint, loses control of the ball. It's going to be picked up here by Tyka Hoos. He's into the ball game now for Waverly. Gets the ball away. That's McIntyre with the ball. Now the near sideline to Rucker. We're going to have a timeout called here. Just a substitution timeout. With 1:27 to play here in the fourth quarter, it is 51-18. Hastings High is trailing here in the ball game. There's a pass in the lane. The shot's up and in. Tyka Hoos scoring there for Waverly. It's now a 53-18 ball game. Hastings High is trailing here in this one. Fell behind early, and they have not been able to recover against a very good team in the Waverly Vikings. There's a Nolette with the ball, having problems on the dribble, and she loses the ball out of bounds. Turnover on the Tigers, and Waverly will come back the other way. 53-18 is the score now. Under a minute to play. McIntyre with the ball. McIntyre behind the screen, moves it right to left across the top of the key. There's a long-range jumper from the outside. It's going to be a no good there by Cocker. Teska Cocker, who's into the ball game now for Waverly. Vikings still working the ball on their offensive end. This is McIntyre. Her shot's going to be up there, no good, off of the back of the iron. Waverly grabs another offensive board. Out here to Hoos, 25 seconds to go. In the fourth quarter, driving the baseline there is Tatum McIntyre, and she's going to be fouled in the play. Mackenzie Nolette picking up the foul. That's going to be her first. Going into the free throw line will be Tatum McIntyre. She's got 3 points in the ball game here for the Vikings. Her first free throw of the night is up there, no good. 22.9 seconds to play. We've got the boys game coming up next here on Extreme Sports. Second shot is up there. It's going to be good by McIntyre. So chalk up another one here for the Waverly Vikings. They've now got the lead by a score of 54-18. There's a pass nearly intercepted. Kratzer has got it. Now to a Schultz outside the ring. Bounce pass goes down in the corner. That's a Nolette for 3. The shot's going to be up there, no good. Tyka Hoos with the rebound. Now we're going to have a jump ball called here in the backcourt, and that's going to be the ball game. 54-18. Hastings High drops their 8th game in a row to Waverly. Vikings are going to 16 wins, 3 losses on the season. Hastings High will drop to 4-16. Again, Waverly knocks off Hastings High in girls basketball tonight. Final score, Waverly 54, Hastings High 18. Back with the final totals after this. You are listening to High School Basketball.
Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill has been serving Hastings and the surrounding area for more than 25 years, becoming more than just another bar and grill. It's a Hastings institution. Don't miss Wing Night every Wednesday, featuring legendary wings that are crispy, saucy, and downright delicious. Stop back on Thursday for roasted chicken. Fridays, enjoy the prime rib and seafood buffet. Then savor Bullseye's world-famous prime rib on Saturday. On Sundays, indulge in the brunch buffet from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For over a quarter century, Bullseye's has been the go-to spot for good times, great food, and unforgettable memories. Visit Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill on West 2nd and Hastings, right across the street from the water park.
If you are looking for screen printing or embroidery work, turn to the experts at Protein Design of Grand Island. They have over 19 years of experience and are locally owned. The staff at Protein Design can create that shirt for your special event with custom screen printing services. Or get some custom embroidery on your clothing, hats, bags, or other accessories. At Protein Design of Grand Island, you can get the uniforms for your high school or college sports teams too. Get a quote by simply going to the website at proteindesign.com or by calling 308-203-4044. There's in-store pickup and delivery available. Protein Design, 2716 Old Fair Road in Grand Island. When it comes to helping you protect what's important to you, you can trust the licensed independent insurance agents at Klein Insurance of Hastings. No matter what type of insurance you need, from auto to home to farm and crop, Klein Insurance will get it covered. They'll help you find the right policy for your specific situation. Klein Insurance has been in business since 1959 and is locally owned. Same-day quotes are available. At Klein Insurance, you'll get years of expertise, attention to detail, and exceptional customer service. Klein Insurance, 710 South Burlington in Hastings. Call 402-463-1256.
At Midwest Farm Management, often the most challenging decision to our clients is what to do with a family farm. We've been helping answer this question since the 1970s. Our company is focused on working with tenants that are good stewards of the family farm while offering excellent returns to our owners. Our services include, but are not limited to, detailed financial and field reports, grain marketing, crop insurance, and finding and executing a lease agreement that best fits your farm. Give us a call today at 402-463-1110 or find us on the web at midwestfarmmanagement.com.
You are listening to Tiger Basketball on Extreme Sports.
All right, Mike Will, Gene Shaw back here at the Tiger Gym. All Waverly here tonight as the Vikings destroy Hastings High. Final score of 54-18. Waverly didn't leave any doubt that this is going to be a rout. They jumped down to a 21-4 first quarter lead. Well, at halftime, a score of 32-11. Well, at the end of three quarters, 48-14. And they go on to win tonight over Hastings High, 54-18. Waverly improving to 16-3 on the season. The Tigers have now lost 8 games in a row. Hastings High is sitting at 4-16. Tigers just a couple of games left before they get to their postseason play here. Hastings with 2 games next week on Tuesday and Thursday. Omaha Duchesne and York, the 2 opponents next week for Hastings High, and then they'll enter into a sub-district play the following week. But the Tigers coming up short here tonight to Waverly by the score of 54-18. This is also a parents' night here tonight for both the boys and girls basketball teams. We've got a little ceremony coming up here in between games. It's probably going to be a little later than 7 o'clock. Obviously it will be before we get the boys game underway. But hang with us. We'll have the boys game coming up here on Extreme Sports in just a few minutes. We'll come back and check the final numbers in the girls' ball game. Right after this, you are listening to high school basketball on Extreme Sports.
Five Points Bank has been your hometown bank for over 40 years, and now you can take us wherever you go. Mobile Deposit allows you to deposit checks from your smartphone or tablet with our free business banking app. And never pay for an ATM charge again with our MoneyPass app. It maps out ATMs near you that won't charge a fee because of its partnership with 5 Points Bank. We're here to serve you in person and online, and that's why we're the better bank.
Sundays are meant for relaxation and indulgence, and there's no better place to do it than at Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill in Hastings. Enjoy the Sunday brunch buffet from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., featuring an irresistible spread of breakfast favorites that will make your taste buds dance. Choose from fluffy pancakes, sizzling bacon, fresh fruits, and so much more. It's all you can eat and everything you could ever want. Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill, located at 2017 West 2nd, across from the water park in Hastings. At Sustainable Seed Solutions, your area Beck's dealer, we're dedicated to serving area farmers by delivering the industry's most diverse product lineup, backed by personalized service and agronomic support. From localized recommendations to product selection and weed management insights, we are proud to put on our boots and walk side by side with you every season. Good luck to all area teams this season. Contact Sustainable Seed Solutions, your area Beck's dealer, at 402-751-0089 for more information, or find us on the web at sustainableseedsolutions.com.
At Reuter Auction and Realty, we are land brokers and equipment auctioneers. Our company is deeply rooted in agriculture, and we realize that farm and ranch assets are serious business. We're an integrity-based organization which has evolved into over 55 years of service to Nebraska and northern Kansas. Consult with one of our 12 agents today if it's time to sell your family's land and assets. Call us today for a no-obligation consultation at 402-463-8565 or go to reuterauction.com.
You are listening to Tiger Basketball on Extreme Sports.
All right, back here at the Tiger Gym. Again, in the girls' ball game here tonight, Waverly knocks off Hastings High. Final score 54-18. Tigers got 9 points in the game tonight from Mackenzie Nolette. She had 4 field goals, and she was 1 out of 2 from the free throw line. Ella Tinsman had 5 points. She had a couple of field goals. She was 1 out of 1 from the free throw line. Lauren Boughton with a field goal for 2. Piper Whitty had a field goal for 2. That is it for Hastings High. The Tigers shot 3 free throws in the game, hit 2 of them. Hastings High put 18 points on the board here tonight, losing to Waverly. Vikings got 19 points in the game from Annie Harms. Harms had the hot hand early, and she knocked down 5 3-pointers in the basketball game here tonight for the Vikings. Couple of 2-point field goals as Harms scores 19 in the game. Parker Christensen, she ended up with 9 points. Christensen with 3 field goals, and she was 3 out of 3 from the free throw line. Berkeley Lambrak also had 9 points in the game. Lambrak hit a 3-pointer. And they had 3 2-point field goals in the game. So Berkeley had 9. The other scores for Waverly. You had Kenna Kottman score 5. Tyka Hoos had 2 points. Ava Amos had 1. Haley Rucker had 1 point. Braylee King had 2. Tatum McIntyre had 4. And Chelsea Weatherwax had 2 points for the Vikings. So again, Waverly wins it tonight over Hastings High. The final score of 54-18. Waverly improving to 16-3 on the season. Hastings High has now lost 8 games in a row. The Tigers dropped to 4-16. Final shooting numbers in the ball game here tonight. The Tigers ended up shooting only 24% from the field tonight. They were 8 out of 34. Waverly, they were 19 out of 47. That's 40%. Hastings High from three-point territory was 0 out of 4. Waverly was 9 out of 21 for 43%. From the free throw line, Hastings High 2 out of 3. Waverly was 8 out of 11 for 73%. Rebounds, Waverly had 25. Hastings High had 22. Waverly had 13 offensive rebounds and 12 on defense. Hastings High had 6 offensive rebounds and 16 on defense. Tigers turned the ball over 21 times here in the ball game. Waverly had 8 turnovers. Hastings High had 1 steal. Waverly had 15 steals. No block shots for the Tigers, and 5 block shots for Waverly. In fact, Parker Christensen had 4 block shots herself tonight for the Vikings, and Braylee King had the other one. But total domination tonight by one of the better teams in the Class B. You'll find them in the top 10 polls in just about every high school poll you'll find this season. Waverly now 16-3 as they handle Hastings High tonight, winning by the score of 54-18. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll catch up with the head coach for the Hastings High boys basketball team, Dylan Flynn, as the Tigers get ready to take on Waverly here tonight. You're listening to high school basketball on Extreme Sports.
Taking care of your teeth and gums is important to keeping a healthy smile, and that's where we come in. Dr. Corey Baumgartner of Baumgartner Family Dentistry will provide exceptional oral care services to both children and adults. They offer routine cleanings and screenings, emergency and scheduled surgical and cosmetic procedures, and a teeth whitening program to all of their patients. Whatever your dental care needs, Baumgartner Family Dentistry is there to help. New patients are welcome. Just call 402-462-6484 or stop in and see them at 2217 West 12th Street in Hastings.
Make sure you're ready for the winter driving season ahead with a stop at Connet Auto Care in Hastings. Let the experts look over your car or truck to make sure it's ready for the tough winter driving conditions ahead. They'll check your tires, antifreeze belts, and hoses, plus anything else that may leave you stranded this winter. They also do brake repair, engine diagnostics and repairs, suspension work, and much more. Connet Auto Care, 212 North Lexington in Hastings.
The winter clearance sale is going on now at Gary Michaels Clothiers in Hastings and Kearney, with the entire men's and ladies' winter inventory at 50% off. For the guys, select half zips, vests, shorts, sport coats, shoes, and coats from 7 Diamonds, Tommy Bahama, Michael Kors, and Johnston & Murphy. For the gals, fine sweaters, pants, leggings, tops, and outerwear by True Luxe, Multiples, Charlie B, and Liverpool. And for that upcoming wedding or prom, remember Gary Michaels Clothiers, located on the Bricks in Kearney and in downtown Hastings.
If you experience heating problems this winter, call the experts at Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning of Hastings. Ruts is a locally owned family business with over 45 years of experience in the HVAC industry. They service all makes and models of heating and cooling equipment for both residential and commercial customers. You can trust Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning to complete all repairs, installations, and maintenance work on time. If you're shopping for a new air conditioner or heating system, remember Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning. Call 402-463-4853.
5 Points Bank has been proudly serving the Tri-City area for decades, and we are continuously finding ways to make your banking experience easy and enjoyable. We offer the best of both worlds with kind and welcoming employees in the bank while creating a strong online presence to accommodate your busy lifestyle. Our innovative technology adds layers of security while being easily accessible to all age groups. Stop into the Better Bank to learn more today.
All right, back here at the Tiger Gym, Hastings High and Waverly getting ready to go into boys high school basketball here tonight. Hastings 10-9 in the season. Waverly coming in a mark of 2 wins and 17 losses. Hastings High, we had them last Friday night in their ball game in Elkhorn. Tigers dropping that ball game by a score of 45, actually 59-45 was the final score. Tigers into the ball game in the first quarter. Got off to a good start. Led 18-16 after one. Then get outscored in the second quarter, 17-5 by Elkhorn. Again, the Antlers went on to beat Hastings High in their last game, 59-45. Waverly, a team that is 2-17 on the season. Vikings, they picked up a couple of wins, one over Lincoln Standing Bear, and the other one against Blair in the Eastern Midlands Conference Tournament. Waverly has lost their last 4 ball games in a row. So it's a 10-9 Hastings taking on 2-17 Waverly here in the boys ball game. Dylan Flynn will join us next. You are listening to High School Basketball.
Taking care of your teeth and gums is important to keeping a healthy smile, and that's where we come in. Dr. Corey Baumgartner of Baumgartner Family Dentistry will provide exceptional oral care services to both children and adults. They offer routine cleanings and screenings, emergency and scheduled surgical and cosmetic procedures, and a teeth whitening program to all of their patients. Whatever your dental care needs, Baumgartner Family Dentistry is there to help. New patients are welcome. Just call 402-462-6484 or stop in and see them at 2217 West 12th Street in Hastings.
Make sure you're ready for the winter driving season ahead with a stop at Connet Auto Care in Hastings. Let the experts look over your car or truck to make sure it's ready for the tough winter driving conditions ahead. They'll check your tires, antifreeze belts, and hoses, plus anything else that may leave you stranded this winter. They also do brake repair, engine diagnostics and repairs, suspension work, and much more. Connet Auto Care, 212 North Lexington in Hastings.
Ridgeline, a local accounting and financial services firm, proudly supports all area high school athletes. There is more than one path toward financial security. We take the time to know you well, to understand your financial situation, your business, your farm, and your personal goals. That's why our work with you is more about personal connections than it is about the numbers. Choosing the right path takes experience, creativity, and guidance you can trust. Come join us and enjoy the view at Ridgeline.
You are listening to Tiger Basketball on Extreme Sports.
Spent a couple of minutes with Hastings head coach Dylan Flynn as the Tigers get ready to play on the Vikings of Waverly here tonight. Coach, 3 games left in the regular season. Waverly, York, and Minden. Is there a special message you got for the team as we kind of turn to the home stretch here?
Enjoy it. we have a lot of seniors. We have 6 seniors on the team, and we'll be celebrating tonight. And they only have 3 games left in the regular season, and it goes quick. And I just tell them to enjoy it, soak every moment up, and play hard and remember it well.
What about the play of this basketball team? Sitting at 10-9 right now in this season, you still feel good about it?
Yeah, I think we do. We had a tough one against Elkhorn. They're a good physical team, but it didn't affect us as far as our confidence goes. We're going to continue to play our style of game, play the way we want to play, and try to finish this season strong.
What about the game last week at Elkhorn? Got off to a good start and then had a bad second quarter, and that was too much to overcome.
Yeah, we just couldn't put the ball in the hole there for a little bit, which made it kind of tough. And then their physical nature kind of wore on us a little bit. And throughout the rest of the game, we just kind of were playing from behind a little bit and couldn't quite get over the hump.
You got to feel that this team is getting better, maybe not transitioning into wins on the scoreboard, Coach, but you got to be feeling this team is getting better.
Yeah, and that's what we look at. Win or loss, we can look at it and did we get better? Are we playing better? And I feel that we're trending in the right direction, which is something we've been talking about all year. Not riding the up and down roller coaster of wins and losses, but getting better every single day and every single game. And I feel that we've been doing that.
Despite this late in the season, there's still some stuff to improve on. What's this team got to improve on to maybe make a run here?
Yeah, there always is stuff to work on. We got to continue to just play every single day and play our style of game, not have any setbacks. Continue to focus on the defensive end is where it all starts, and then our offense will come. But yeah, that's really our focus, is just trying to continue to put 32 minutes together.
Waverly tonight, 2-17 on the season. Are you more concerned about yourself maybe than the opponents tonight?
Nope, we're going to be totally focused in on Waverly. Yeah, they're 2-17. They're better than that record. They go through the EMC just like we do, and we know that that 2-17 record involves playing some of the best teams in Class B. So they have our full attention tonight, and that's what we're focused on.
What about this team? What's the scouting report reveal?
It starts at number 1, Heffelfinger. He's a good player. He's been playing for him for a couple years now, and he makes them go. So we got to make sure that we try to contain him, especially off the dribble, and not let some of their shooters get hot. And that's our plan.
And they got another guard out there, too, averaging in a double figure, so their perimeter play is very good.
Yeah, they're pretty guard-oriented, but they do have a post inside that really works hard. He's athletic and big, so we got to make sure we keep him off the glass as well.
What's the game plan for us tonight? How do we attack this team?
We're going to keep doing what we've been doing. We're going to move the basketball. We're going to share the basketball. Makes us really hard to guard, hard to scout when all of us are clicking and when we're playing unselfish ball, and that's been our MO, and that's what we're going to keep trying to do tonight.
All right, good.
Thank you. Go Tigers.
Dylan Flynn, head coach for Hastings High. Stick around. We'll have more after this. You are listening to Tiger Basketball.
It may be too cold to play a round of golf at the Southern Hills Golf Course in Hastings, but you can still enjoy their newly remodeled clubhouse. Relax and enjoy your favorite beverages and catch all the sporting events on one of the big screen TVs. Plus, there's plenty of food available too, including pizza, appetizers, burgers, and a Philly cheesesteak. Be watching for other club activities throughout the winter. Don't forget to book the clubhouse for that special event. Call the clubhouse at 402-463-8006 or go online at southernhillshastings.com. If you're looking for auto glass work, call Auto Glass Experts of Hastings. Jeff and Brent have over 60 years of combined experience. They can fix your glass in just about anything from your car or pick up to heavy-duty repairs on your truck or farm equipment, tractors, loaders, graders, or semi-trucks. No other glass repair and replacement business comes close to the high standards of quality and customer service you'll find with the Auto Glass Experts. If you've just got a little ding in your windshield, they offer rock chip repair. Give them a call today at 402-463-0025 or stop in and see them at 405 West J Street in Hastings.
Since 1946, Coley Pipe and Steel continues to meet the pipe and steel needs of greater Nebraska and Kansas. Cully Pipe and Steel is a one-stop shop for all of your pipe and steel needs. Cully Pipe and Steel stocks a wide variety of steel and plumbing products. From custom steel products to structural steel, rebar fabrication, steel fabrications, and retail and wholesale plumbing parts and fixtures, remember Cully Pipe and Steel of Hastings. They're located at 405 West South Street and the plumbing showroom at 300 South Colorado in Hastings.
Ridgeline, a local accounting and financial services firm, proudly supports all area high school athletes. There is more than one path toward financial security. We take the time to know you well, to understand your financial situation, your business, your farm, and your personal goals. That's why our work with you is more about personal connections than it is about the numbers. Choosing the right path takes experience, creativity, and guidance you can trust. Come join us and enjoy the view at Ridgeline.
Get ready, race fans. Cam Raceway is teaming up with Extreme Sports for an electrifying season of high speed, dirt slinging, adrenaline pumping action. Every race night, we're bringing you live video coverage straight from the track, so you won't miss a single lap, pass, or photo finish. From non-wing warriors to cage karts, flat karts, and the A-class winged beasts, we've got it all. There's nothing like the roar of the engines, the smell of burning rubber, and the rush of dirt flying action right in front of you. So get to the track and experience it live. But if you can't make it, don't sweat. Extreme Sports has you covered. Buckle up, because this season is going to be fast, fierce, and unforgettable. Make sure you like and follow Extreme Sports on Facebook to get all the latest updates, and we will see you at the track.
You are listening to Tiger Basketball on Extreme Sports.
All right, back here at the Tiger Gym at Hastings High. Hastings getting ready to take on Waverly in boys high school basketball tonight. Again, in the girls' game, it was Waverly all over the Tigers, winning by the score of 54-18. Yeah, the Vikings are sitting at 2-17 on the season. Waverly is a team that's averaging about 44 points per ball game on offense. They are giving up 63.8 on the defensive end. We talked about their leading scorer. He's been a starter for a Waverly the past couple of years. Ashton Heffelfinger is averaging 12.9 points per ball game at about 3.5 rebounds per game. He's hitting 43% from the field, so Ashton Heffelfinger has been the focus for the Tiger defense in preparation for this one. They got another guy that's in there at Crew Verkamp. He is averaging 10.1 points per ball game for Waverly. And Brady Schieffer is also one of their leading scorers here for Waverly. Schieffer is actually averaging 18.8 points per ball game. Schieffer, a big 6'5" junior post player, 18.8 points and 4.8 rebounds per game for Schieffer. So they do have some guys that can cause you some problems. Hastings High sitting at 10 wins, 9 losses on the season. They're coming off of their loss last week to Elkhorn on the road. So Tigers looking to get back on the winning track here in this ball game. Hastings, a team that's averaging 52 points per ball game on offense. They're giving up 55.3 on the defensive end. Leading scorer for the Tigers continues to be Parker Ablett. He's having a great year for Hastings High, averaging 20.2 points per ball game, 4.9 rebounds per game. He's hitting 39% of his field goal tries so far this year and 32% from three-point territory. So it's Hastings High and Waverly here tonight. All the other teams in the city also in action tonight. A rare Thursday where everybody's in action. Hastings St. Cecilia, they are playing at home against the Grand Island Central Catholic in a girls-boys basketball doubleheader. The Adams Central Patriots are on the road tonight playing in Lexington against the Minute Maids and the Minutemen. Hastings College basketball teams will be back in action again on Saturday. Northwestern going to be in town to take on the Broncos. The women's game will be at 2 on Saturday afternoon. The men's game at 3:45. On the air with our pregame show at 1:45 here on Extreme Sports. Hastings High girls basketball team, they lost the opener to Waverly 54-18. Boys game is coming up next. We'll take a break. Got their starting lineups and the tip-offs coming up. You're listening to high school basketball on Extreme Sports.
Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill has been serving Hastings and the surrounding area for more than 25 years, becoming more than just another bar and grill. It's a Hastings institution. Don't miss Wing Night every Wednesday, featuring legendary wings that are crispy, saucy, and downright delicious. Stop back on Thursday for roasted chicken. Fridays, enjoy the prime rib and seafood buffet. Then savor Bullseye's world-famous prime rib on Saturday. On Sundays, indulge in the brunch buffet from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For over a quarter century, Bullseye's has been the go-to spot for good times, great food, and unforgettable memories. Visit Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill on West 2nd and Hastings, right across the street from the water park.
If you are looking for screen printing or embroidery work, turn to the experts at Protein Design of Grand Island. They have over 19 years of experience and are locally owned. The staff at Protein Design can create that shirt for your special event with custom screen printing services. Or get some custom embroidery on your clothing, hats, bags, or other accessories. At Protein Design of Grand Island, you can get the uniforms for your high school or college sports teams too. Get a quote by simply going to the website at proteindesign.com or by calling 308-203-4044. There's in-store pickup and delivery available. Protein Design, 2716 Old Fair Road in Grand Island. When it comes to helping you protect what's important to you, you can trust the licensed independent insurance agents at Klein Insurance of Hastings. No matter what type of insurance you need, from auto to home to farm and crop, Klein Insurance will get it covered. They'll help you find the right policy for your specific situation. Klein Insurance has been in business since 1959 and is locally owned. Same-day quotes are available. At Klein Insurance, you'll get years of expertise, attention to detail, and exceptional customer service. Klein Insurance, 710 South Burlington in Hastings. Call 402-463-1256.
You are listening to Tiger Basketball on Extreme Sports.
All right, back here at the Tiger Gym, it's Hastings High and the Waverly Vikings going here tonight in boys high school basketball as the Tigers going to be introduced here. We'll get to as the lights go out, the Tigers will be introduced. Waverly, we'll start this way. Ashton Heffelfinger, a 6-foot senior. Isaac Clark, a big 6'5" senior. Crew Bergkamp is a 5'10" junior. Brady Schieffer is a 6'5" junior. And then Broxton Tepley is a 6'4" sophomore, getting the start here for the Vikings. Hastings High will